Lesson 2.8 on how to divide two numbers that both have decimal points in them. Okay? We said before that the first number in a division problem is called the dividend. D-I-V-I-D-E-N-D, the dividend. Okay? The second number in the problem is called the divisor. Tape. That second number is called the divisor. The divisor, when you're doing division, must be a whole number. So, if it has a decimal point in the middle, is that a whole number? No. A whole number means that there are no, it's like dollars and cents. If it's just $5, that's a whole number. Okay? If it's $1.24, that's not a whole number because it has a decimal point in the middle. So what we can do in math is we can move the decimal point just like this. We can move the decimal point out of the divisor and put it at the end to make it a whole number. 124 or 124.0. That 0.0 doesn't need to be written there. If this is at the end of the number, then we don't have to write the decimal point. This is a whole number, 124. Okay? Now let's go back. We had to move it two places in order to get the decimal point out of the divisor. So, if you move it two places out of the divisor, then you have to move the decimal point two places in the dividend to keep it equal. So, from 300.70 or 300.7, you have to move it two places, and we're going to have to put a 0 there because the decimal point is one place beyond the 7. So 300.7 becomes a different number. 30,070. See how that works? We change this number to 30,070. Does everybody see that? First we changed 1.24 to 124. Matt, look up here. And then we changed 300.7 to 30,070. The reason we did that is so that we have a whole number divisor. All right? And in math, if you look at this chart, as long as you're just adding the same number of places to both numbers, the answer always stays the same. Okay? So, let's go to your assignment that I assigned to you. First, let's get rid of this. Number 1, copy the problem, make the divisor a whole number. And so the problem is 14.8 into 99.456. All right? Which one of these is the divisor? Is it the one on the outside or the inside? Kate? It's on the outside. Yep, this is the divisor. We have to be able to identify the divisor. It's on the outside. Okay? Now, you have to see, oh, there's a decimal point in the divisor. We have to get rid of that decimal point. So how many places would we have to move it to get rid of the decimal point? Andrea? One place. So now, move this over one place. And what is the new divisor? Come on, class. What's the new divisor? Hillary. What? 148 into... Now, do we keep this number the same? Or do we have to change this number? Daphne? Change it, yep. If we moved it one place on the divisor, then we have to move it over one place in the dividend. Okay? Is this complicated? Not really. You're just moving it over one place to make this a whole number. This has to be a whole number. And so we have to move it over one place in the dividend. Okay? So now it's behind the 4. Put it up in the answer, and then divide. It's as simple as that. Matt?
Why does it have to be a whole number?
So that it's easier to divide. It'll make it easier to divide if it's a whole number.
It's easier to divide when it's right now, because 14 into 99, that's easier than saying 148 into 994.
But
It's more work.
14.8 into 99
.4.
is harder than doing 148 into 994.
Yeah, but that's
Because you don't have to.
even bigger, and that's even harder. I just think that
No,
would be easier.
using multiplying with the decimal point is going to be harder. Okay?
Will it give
That's
us the
why-
same answer?
That's why they teach you to do this, because this is an easier method.
Will it give you the same answer?
It gives you the exact same answer, just like I showed you in the notes. If you just add one place to both numbers, it gives you the same answer.
So you're saying I could do the 14.8 and get the same answer? As the other one? So can I use it all the time? That, like right there, and then it would be, would you get the same answer as that one?
If you were to multiply this out, you're going to have a decimal point in the middle here, and how are you going to put that decimal point in the middle?
Why would you put the decimal point?
Because this number has a decimal point, so then when you multiply it, you're going to have an answer with a decimal point.
Yeah, all you have to do is flip the decimal point up and it's like that.
No,
It's not that it's not as complicated as.
no, it's much more complicated.
It's not as complicated.
Yes, yes it is, man. That's why they show you this method, so that you don't have to worry about the decimal point. Okay? Let's do another one. Yes, because there's too much talking. You're not listening, you're not focused. So, I'm going to show you a few more examples. 28.7 divided by 0.7. We had a lot of questions about this earlier. 28.7 divided by 0.7. Okay? How can we write this as a new problem? Who knows this? Peter?
You move the decimal point over to the other side of the sevens,
Yep. So we make this just
and then you get
7.
Then you get rid of the 0 on the other side of the seven. The first number you can get rid of the 0 on the other side.
What 0?
No, on the other number, when you move over the decimal point, you don't even have 0, 7. You just have a 7.
Oh yeah, we got a whole number. Is that all we have to do?
No, then you have to move the decimal point on the other side.
Right, over one place. So it's 287 divided by 7. Okay? And again, that's much easier than 0.7 into 28.7. That's why we want to do this. Okay? Let's do one more.
What, Mr.
Oh,
Morris?
number 5 I just did for you.
Mr. Morris.
Actually, all of these now you should be able to do. Okay?
I'll just do one.
So 1 through 18 for tomorrow. Do 1 through 18. Okay?